Are you aware that organic search accounts for 53% of overall web traffic? It's a huge opportunity for potential clients you might be missing out on. And if your competitors are already utilizing this traffic, it's time for you to step up the game. Hello everyone, my name is Vishwas Tucker. I've been running a digital agency in Hong Kong for almost a decade now. In my free time, I teach at the Hong Kong University space or HKU space, subjects related to big data, AI, digital marketing. Also teach a module at University of Plymouth. In this video, we'll discuss everything from traffic source analysis to competitive research tools, even how to ethically or legally borrow traffic generation tactics. If you're eager to learn how to optimize the traffic on your site, keep watching because it's going to be very interesting. First thing is you have to understand the traffic sources. It'll get you a little bit more understanding in terms of what to concentrate on. Number one is organic traffic. Organic traffic is generally the traffic coming from search engines to your website. There are quite a few search engines like Google, Yahoo, Bing, DuckDuckGo, quite a few. Some of these search engines are popular in separate regions, some are popular globally, like Google. Traffic that comes from these search engines is called organic traffic. And by studying organic traffic of your competitors, you can know what sort of keywords work for them and what sort of content is really working out for them. Number two is social traffic. Social traffic is basically traffic coming from social media sites like Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and quite a few other social media sites. Now, when you're actually analyzing social media of your competitors, you have to look at what sort of campaigns they've been running, what sort of content they've been putting out, content type, as well as, the topic of the content. I'll give you a brief understanding of what strikes with the audience. Number three, referral traffic. Referral traffic is traffic coming from other third-party websites to a particular website. Now over here, what you want to check is which referral website is sending maximum or a lot of traffic to your competitor's website. Is it paid referral or is it genuinely a third-party referral site that has referred that particular website? You might want to explore the details and get in touch with them. Number four, paid traffic. Traffic coming from paid advertisements from Google, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram is primarily considered as paid traffic. Now over here, what you can actually check is what sort of advertisement your competitors are putting out, what sort of ads is striking with your audience, and based on that, you can actually start creating your own ads. Okay, now that you know about the channels, it's very important for you to know the tools that you have to use if you want to spy on your competitors. Number one, SEMrush. SEMrush is a huge application, but there are important sections you should focus on. One is organic traffic, second one is advertising, and third one is keywords. Now when you're looking at organic traffic, you have to look at what sort of keywords are sending most organic traffic, what sort of content have they generated which they are ranking. In advertising, you have to look at, if it's Google, then what sort of keywords are they targeting for Google ads, what sort of ads are working for them. Number two, SimilarWeb. Now, SimilarWeb is a service which is sort of like an extended version of SEMrush, although it's a separate tool. There are a couple of important things which you should look on in SimilarWeb, which is which country is most of the traffic coming from, what's happening to the traffic before it hits the website, and what happens after it leaves the competitor's website. This gives you an important insight in terms of where the traffic is jumping from, if it's in case of referral, and where the traffic goes to next. That gives you an in-depth understanding and detail of who your potential target audience can be based on the details which you get from your competitors' data. Number three is BSMO. Now BSMO is important because you want to look at content that is going viral, and rather than just looking at one competitor and if their content is not really taking off or just doing okay, you might want to look at BSMO because that'll give you what sort of content in your industry is doing extremely well. You might even end up looking competitive analysis of the firm that you find on BSMO's content is going viral. So very important that when you're doing competitive analysis, you don't stick with one competitor, one point of view. You look at multiple tools and then you look at like different perspectives in terms of what's working, because that's the idea. You want to know what is working in your domain or industry that can help you take off. And now that you know about the important tools, how can you ethically steal your competitor's traffic? It's very simple and straightforward. Number one, locate dominating keywords. What I mean is you have to focus on high traffic, low competitive keywords, right? Keywords which has low competition and which has relatively high traffic. You want to make sure that your website is present on page 1 for those keywords, and you take away some of your competitors' traffic or traffic that was eventually going to your competitor. Second is social media. On social media, wherever your competitor is present and they're doing well, you want to follow them. You want to follow in terms of channel, you want to follow in terms of the type of content that they're generating, and maybe even the topic. But you don't want to get too close or just duplicate that, right? That's not going to be very effective. But you have to learn from what is working and then replicate it in a way which is still unique. Third, making content more effective. Now over here, if a certain blog is doing well for your competitor, or a certain blog or a post which has gone viral in your domain or industry, you have to figure out a reason as to, like why it worked, right? It could be, like an evergreen content, or it could be time sensitive content which has worked in a particular time because a certain thing was relatively popular at that point in time. So you have to find out the reason and then start building your content strategy, or at least start generating content pieces initially based on that. Okay, just one piece of advice before we wrap it up. Do not go on hacking spree or trying to reveal any kind of concealed information of your competitors. The information which you get from the tools mentioned is more than sufficient for you to actually analyze what's working and what's not and build a very effective marketing strategy. So, always keep in mind that to refrain from unethical behavior. Now, if you found this video informative, like and share it. Also subscribe to the channel for more such informative content. In the meantime, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.